Welcome everybody to our practice today, Yin Yoga and Yoga Nidra. This will be a 30-minute Yin Yoga practice followed by 15 minutes of Yoga Nidra Guided Meditation. Feel free to grab 2 blocks here or whatever props will make you most comfortable. My name is Eleni. Thank you so much for joining me today. We will take our first posture, which is a reclined butterfly pose. Making our way all the way down onto the back, bringing the feet together and the knees wide. Notice here if the hips need a little bit of support and perhaps placing a block or a couch pillow underneath each thigh. Starting to soften or close the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Letting the palms rest wherever they feel the most at ease. Whether resting on the belly or beside the body, palms facing up. Take a moment here to tune into the physical body. Just observing our rhythm of breath as we inhale and exhale. Slowly allowing our breath to deepen with each inhalation, feeling your breath move deeper into the base of the belly, the rib cage, and all the way up to the chest and the collarbone. And the exhale will soften the chest, the ribs, and the belly. Finding space here for your shape today. Perhaps arms might reach overhead if that's comfortable for the shoulders. Within each shape, I'll encourage you to scan the body and just notice where the sensation arises. Where do we feel that gentle edge between effort and ease? Allowing our body to guide our practice today. So breathing deeply, feeling your breath moving up and down the spine. You may also bring the breath into the hips. Feeling the hips soften and release with each exhale. Let's take just another breath here, in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth. And then slowly release the arms if they're overhead. We'll bring the knees in and the feet flat. Feel free to rest here or start to draw the knees into the chest and give yourself a little rock here, right to left. Releasing the feet, making our way into our figure 4 pose, crossing our right ankle over the left thigh. Feel free to leave that left foot rooted to the earth if this is enough sensation. You can also lift the left knee and start to draw it inwards towards the chest. If you'd like a little bit of elevation, you can bring a block or 2 underneath the left foot, or you can interlace the fingers and hands around the left thigh. Draw the knee in towards the chest. These are all suggestions here, so you may work between 1 or 2 shapes, gradually making your way into the most intense, or you can settle here, finding one shape in a place of stillness. So this is how we work our edge. We just notice a sensation. We don't want anything to be too intense, especially too soon. Yin is a very gradual and slow process. We allow the body to slowly open. Scanning the body here and just noticing that sensation on the outer right hip. And perhaps noticing any other sensations. If there's any discomfort in the jaw or the forehead, try to soften here. Slowly working with your breath. And you can use the breath as a guide, especially if we're having a lot of mental chatter. Bringing that awareness back to the breath. Another breath here. Slowly releasing. Let's keep that top foot where it is, and we're going to scooch the right knee so that it's on top of the left. So we're coming into reclined shoelace. So drawing the inner thighs together, almost like you're sitting in a chair with the legs crossed. So inner thighs should be touching. And again, you have options for the hands to draw the knees inwards towards the chest. You can interlace behind that left shin. You can take the top right knee, or if you have a strap or a scarf, you can wrap it around that left foot and draw the knees inwards. So using a strap in postures like this often is wonderful as an extension of our arms. And then just notice how subtly changing the posture starts to target different areas of that hip. And gentle release here. Release the left foot, uncross the knees. Let's take big windshield wipers here, feet as wide as the mat, tick-tocking the knees right to left. Of course, if you would prefer to find stillness and observation here without movement, please feel free to just intuitively move into your counter pose. When you're ready, let's take that left ankle over the right thigh. Figure 4 pose first. Find the shape that works for you on this side. It absolutely may be different. So right foot again can stay grounded on a block, or you can draw the knee towards the chest, interlacing the fingers and hands behind the right thigh, drawing that knee inwards. Feel the shoulder blades drawing down towards the earth. Try to relax the back of the head and notice the jaw. If our jaw is clenching here, we can get curious. Are we gripping because we are trying to move too intensely in our physical practice? Or is there a mental gripping here? And can we give ourselves permission to just soften? Knowing that whatever the thoughts are can be tended to at a later time if necessary. We can ask them to wait outside. This is time for self-care and presence always with our physical body will help us to release any thoughts of worry or stress, keeping us from being present. And of course, it's a practice. So being so gentle and kind to yourself. Take another breath here. And go ahead and release the right foot. Start to work that left knee directly over the right thigh. So you're in shoelace. And then find what works for the arms so that you're not reaching or bringing the upper back off the mat. Palms toward the left knee, right shin, or using a prop. Breathing here, noticing if there's a different sensation than we had on the other side, depending on which leg is more dominant or the activities that we do throughout the day. We can feel that asymmetry sometimes when we're stretching. One side feels a little bit tighter. One side feels a little more flexible or adaptable. So just notice. And releasing gently, grounding the feet. Feet wide as the mat, taking big tick-tock motions with the knees right to left. Coming back through constructive rest. Feet wide, knees fall in towards one another. Just take a moment here. And let's prepare for a bridge on a block. Go ahead and grab a block, or if you have a bolster or a rolled up blanket. We'll bring the feet and the heels directly underneath the knees. Press through the feet and lift through the hips. Slide your prop underneath the sacrum area. Here's a few options to play with. You can extend the legs, heels to each corner of the mat. You can also draw your knees in and then extend the legs up for supported shoulder stand. Or you can keep your knees bent with the feet flat. So just see what feels best today. Make sure you feel supported by the block, or you might have to come down and readjust. I'd like to read a quote to you from Sarah Powers in her book, Insight Yoga. When we refer to something as yin, we mean that it is cooler, less mobile, more hidden, or in the center, feminine, and closer to the earth. Conversely, things that are yang are warmer, more pliant, superficial, masculine, and closer to the heavens. These terms are relational, meaning they are not separate static truths existing in a vacuum. As they emerge out of the same source, one or the other is simply more dominant at different times, yet they remain in a constant dialogue with each other, seeking a natural equilibrium with their opposite energy. So I thought that was a beautiful quote to kind of summarize our yin practice versus yang, which is our more movement-based and strength practices. We can't really have one without the other, but they're always complementing each other. And they're both necessary to be balanced. So let's just take one more full breath in, and then on our exhale, wherever we are, go ahead and release the legs, bend the knees, bring the feet flat. And we'll pause here just for another stretch. So just take a moment and then send the legs long. We'll extend our right leg out and draw your left knee in towards your chest. See if we can interlace the hands around that left shin. And if we are needing some support here, go ahead and grab that strap. Again, a necktie or a scarf will do just as well. So breathe and notice that nice deep stretch through that front right thigh. And releasing left leg, bring both knees in and then take that left leg long, right knee into the chest. And slow release. Bend both knees, press through the feet, gently lift the hips and release our prop. Extend the legs long here. Let's take a mini corpse pose or Shavasana and rest. Body scan, notice, observe sensation or relaxation or even energetic movement that you feel. We'll scooch to the left side of our mat for banana pose, bringing our right ankle to the right corner, followed by the left. The left ankle may cross the right if that feels good. Start to scooch that right shoulder towards that outer right heel. So you're coming into a deep C curve with the body. Let's make sure to keep our hips and our shoulder blades all grounded to the earth. So we don't want to be lifting the hips. If this is the case, we may be coming in too deep of a spinal curve. So you'll just back out a little bit. Notice what feels good for the arms. Many options here. If the shoulders are comfortable, you can have both arms overhead, having that left hand clasping the right wrist. You can also keep that right arm on the belly and the left arm overhead, or have both arms beside the body and don't worry about keeping the arms overhead, especially if the shoulders are uncomfortable. And now notice that side body stretch. We're getting that deep C curve on the left side of the body, observing big stretch from the left pinky finger all the way to the left pinky toe. Noticing that breath awareness in between the rib cage here on the left side. And letting the head be soft, so wherever the head lands, we may be gazing to the right, the left, or neutral. Allow the neck to be comfortable here. Gently release. We'll release the arms, bring the shoulders over the hips, and then uncross the legs. So all the joints are stacked here. We're back in our mini Shavasana. Observe and notice how both sides of the body are probably feeling pretty different. Just taking that moment of stillness here. And we switch, so you can shimmy the body to the right side. Bring the left heel to the left corner, followed by the right, either next to or across it. Shimmy the left shoulder down towards that left heel, so you're in that deep C curve with the hips and the shoulder blades rooted. Options for the arms. Arms can reach overhead. You can keep that left hand on the belly, right arm overhead. You can have your left hand clasping the right wrist, or both arms beside the body, not working with the upper arm and shoulder. Wherever we land, and it may be a different variation than we did on the other side, try to settle into that space of stillness. So breath is moving, energy is fluid, but we keep our body in a more static posture as we work the edge, knowing that it can change. So even though we encourage stillness, sometimes there's a deepening that happens naturally, usually after 90 seconds or more. Sometimes you just feel it subtly, the tissue starting to move apart and stretch and lengthen more internally. And sometimes we just have to readjust the posture to make sure that it's suitable for our bodies. So whatever the case may be, find your special shape, your special place. Settle in, take care of the body. And perhaps we might be able to relax a little bit more in this posture. Feeling very close to the earth as the whole body is supported. Releasing the upper body, releasing the arms, and releasing the heels. Long, straight spine here, coming back through our Shavasana. our mini Shavasana. Take space, take breath, take observation of the physical body, sensations and rebound that we just acquired here. And we'll begin to just take a very quick twist just to neutralize here. So letting the knees come into the chest will allow the knees to fall to the right side. Reaching out with that left arm, softening the back of the head. Gaze might float over left side if it's comfortable for the neck. Inhale, coming back through the center, letting the knees float to the left, reaching out with the right arm, soft face. Inhale, coming back through the center, grabbing outer edges of the feet or the shins, neutral spine, happy baby pose. And releasing when you're ready. If there's any other physical postures that you need, please take them now. And we'll begin to set up for our practice of Yoga Nidra. So I'll offer some variations you can explore. If you want to support your low back, 2 blocks underneath the knees. You can also bring a bolster here. If it's chilly where you are, perhaps using socks, sleeves, or a blanket across the body. Let's start to settle in. And we'll begin when you're ready. Welcome everybody to the practice of Yoga Nidra. We'll begin lying down in a place of comfort and relaxation. Begin to soften the gaze or close the eyes and take any adjustment that you need. Begin to take slow and deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with each exhale, feel yourself letting go. And slowly become aware of the distant sounds that you hear. Moving the awareness from sound to sound. Bringing the awareness to the sounds inside the room. Without opening the eyes, begin to visualize in your mind's eye the room, the walls, the ceiling, and your body lying on the floor. Begin to visualize the body lying on the floor in complete stillness and relaxation. And begin to say to yourself mentally, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. Feeling the doors of perception as feeling and hearing. This is the time to set the resolve or resolution for the practice. A resolution for the self. Begin to state this resolve 3 times. We'll begin rotation of consciousness through the different centers of the body. Let's begin on the right side. Draw the awareness now to the right hand thumb, relaxing the right thumb. Second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, hamstring, right thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now begin to draw the awareness to the left side of the body, beginning to relax the left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, and fifth finger. Palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, hamstring, left thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the left foot, left toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel the left side of the body completely relax, releasing all tension now. Begin to draw the awareness to the front of the body, relaxing the top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, right thigh, left thigh, right knee, left knee, right ankle, left ankle, right toes, left toes. Feel the entire front side of the body completely relax, releasing all tension now. Now to the back body. Begin to release. Right toes, left toes, right sole of the foot, left sole of the foot, right heel, left heel, right ankle, left ankle, right calf muscle, left calf muscle, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, right hip, left hip, whole of the spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head. Feel the entire back body completely release. Now bring the awareness to the breath, feeling the rise and fall of the belly. Maintaining awareness of the breath. And now begin to draw the awareness to the dark space in front of the closed eyes, concentrating on this space. Begin to notice if you see any colors or patterns, shapes or visions, without reaching or grasping. Just observe. Slowly allow the awareness to drift back to the breath, becoming aware of the breath, beginning to remember your resolve, your resolution from the beginning of the practice, and repeating this resolve to yourself 3 times. Now slowly draw the awareness back to the whole body. Feel the body lying on the floor, connected to the earth. Bring the awareness to the natural breath that rises and falls without any effort. Maintaining the awareness of the breath, slowly allow the awareness to come back to the fingers and toes. Feel the body reawakening once again. If you feel like you're ready to move into a seated position, begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Feel free to stay resting if you'd like to as well. Maybe reaching the arms overhead and pointing the toes forward, taking a full bodied stretch. If you're ready to come to a seat, draw the knees softly into the chest. Rock onto one side, pausing for a moment here. And then gently pressing up here, coming back into your easy seat pose. Palms to the heart space as you cup your inner light here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Wishing you peace, love, and light on your journey. Namaste.